We are joined by Collins Tanga. He is the chairman-elect of the NRM Youth League, but his victory was annulled by the NRM's Election Disputes Tribunal. And he wants to speak to us really about what next after that particular annulment by the tribunal. Tanga, yes, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for hosting.
Let's get straight into it. Yesterday, the chairperson of the NRM Electoral Commission said that the ruling of the NRM tribunal was very fair. I mean, the ruling that nullified your election as the chairperson of the NRM Youth League. Is that your thinking as well?
No, I think that's his opinion, and he holds reservation. He holds reservation of his opinion. That's his opinion, but my opinion is otherwise. I think I will beg to differ. The ruling, in my opinion, wasn't just, it wasn't fair, and it wasn't honorable. Yes.
What makes you to think that way? What do you mean by you saying that it was not honorable?
The Honorable Tribunal's basis of nullification of our election results, in my take, I think it was more of perception. It was based on perception and not evidential. It was based more on public perception and noise from the public, noise of the moment, and not fact-finding. A case in point, conflict of interest. Dr. Tanga Odoi, who is the National Electoral Commission, NRM chairperson, but also doubles to be my father. They didn't justify how conflict of interest would nullify an entire election where the will of thousands of persons, of thousands of youth was declared. The youth came out in the open, pushed the agenda, we mobilized them, and they voted for their candidate. The best candidate won. Dr. Tanga Odoi did not do vote counting. Let me actually start with influencing voters. He did not influence voters. 1. 2, he did not do vote counting. 3, he did not tally the results. 4, he did not announce. Elections is a process. All he did was at the tail end, he declared the winner, like he did for the other SEC positions.
That's not what is contained in the ruling of the tribunal. In fact, the tribunal says he took part in that election to the fact that in some situations he had to announce people who had stepped down.
No, the tribunal is false on that one, hearsay. They don't even have proof that he announced people that stepped down. It's one of the petitioners that came out to say, he announced me for stepping down. That's why I didn't have a line. But that's a lie. All the other 5 merged into one line, which was Kiconco Brenda's line, to try to beat the team Tanga, the reggae team, but they didn't stop the reggae. That's why we won on that day.
That conflict of interest, any other father would wish the best for their son. I would do that, and I'm pretty much sure even Dr. Tanga Odoi himself, your father, would want you to win that election. That is where the point of conflict of interest comes in. Do you think he would wish otherwise for you?
Perception bias in the law is not proven bias. Perception of bias is not proven bias. They are two different things. Perception, yes, he's my father. Yes, he might want his son to win, which is okay. It's only natural that he would want one of his own to win. But he's not biased because he's not there. He's not handling the process, and he comes at the tail end to only declare. Let them prove me wrong. They have no evidence on that, and the world saw it. It was out in the open. Counting was done on the mic. So perception bias is not proven bias. As simple as that.
And now for the fresh election, which date of conducting is yet to be really announced, but I guess, or I know it is sometime later this month. And Dr. Tanga Odoi has been asked not to preside over that election, of course, by the NRM Election Disputes Tribunal. Do you find that fair?
No, I don't. I don't think the tribunal has the mandate to do that, because Dr. Tanga Odoi was working. He's coming to declare results of Tanga Collins versus Kiconco Brenda was his mandate. He works as a staff of the NRM Electoral Commission, and he's the national chairperson of the NRM Electoral Commission. So Dr. Tanga being vindicated as an individual, being pointed out, is something in line with witch hunt. That's actually something I can considerably say is in line with witch hunt.
Yes, already confirmed that he is indeed going to act as per the directive of the tribunal, and is not going to be anywhere close to that election, but he will preside over for the vice chairperson. If you were in his shoes, would you have taken the same direction?
Yes, I believe he's a seasoned cadre, he's a commissioned cadre. He's typically NRM, his blood sheds NRM, and I believe he's protecting the interests of the party, the greater good. Well, if the tribunal, there is a section of the legal department of the party, suggests that way, he's saying, well, let me not take them on, let me not do this, and that's his opinion. But my opinion is I do not believe, the little legal sense I have does not give the tribunal the mandate to do that, to attack the National Electoral Commission chairperson on hearsay, on perception of bias, and not proven bias. Thank you.
The more the election is delayed, the more the delegates suffer, because I'm sure there are people who are supposed to vote you, and they're stuck in Kampala. They are paying hotel fees, they are feeding. What other implications does the delay of this election, youth elections, have on your supporters?
I strongly agree with you, my brother. The delay of elections is affecting not only us, the candidates, but it also affects our voters. Our voters are struggling to feed, they are struggling to accommodate themselves here in Kampala. So it's putting us in between a stone and a hard place. And I think it ought to be addressed soonest. It's only right that an election happens soonest. And I think the effects of that were caused by one of my opponents. And the effects will be seen on the next election day. The voters are ready, they are very agitated, and they are ready to prove a point this time round.
I'll have to, as we're coming to the end of this, I want to quote you immediately after your declaration. The voting was on 27th, but I think around 29th, you said these words, that in life a loss is welcomed and in life a win is welcomed. Let's stop being entitled and we think that we should always be winners. Those are your words. And just in case things fall apart on your end, are you ready to work with whoever is going to take the day?
For the words, I want to strongly or vehemently agree with you. I love your memory. Those were my words.
Thank you.
And I strongly hold them at heart. And I am not about to change. I will, in case of any, either win or a loss, I will take it. I will take the loss if it comes. I will take the win like it will come. Because it happened before. It's going to be reggae all over and again and again and again. We will win. And I expect the entitled to agree to the loss. Because in life there is a winner and a loser. But we come together, work together, and guide the agenda of the young people to where we want them. Because that's what leadership entails.
Absolutely. Maybe finally, following what the tribunal made, and of course the guidance of the NRM national chairman, I'm wondering what is your game plan? Are you still campaigning at the moment, or are you using the same strategies, or just on a lighter note, really?
I never stopped. I'll never stop campaigning, not only for me, for Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, not only for Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for all the NRM flag bearers in the different districts, not only the NRM flag bearers, but the patriotic sense for the country at large. So yes, the campaigns are still on, we are still shooting it hard, and the voters are ready. They are waiting on the date that will be set for them to come and offer some reggae lines. And I can assure you, my brother, on a light note, nobody can stop reggae. Reggae is beyond music. I hear some people arguing it in a very shallow way. Reggae is beyond music. Reggae is a spirit. It's a spirit that keeps us pushing. It's everywhere. It's strong.
All right.
And we will push to the very end with reggae. We will mobilize for our president with reggae massively. Everywhere we will be there. It will be NRM reggae. It will be the gospel of the president. It will be the gospel of NRM, the ideological gospel of the NRM. Asante.
Collins Tanga, you call yourself a comrade. I want you to look into that camera and tell the youth, what are your plans? What do you want to do for them?
Comrades, the plans are massive. You know, as we agreed, we are going to work together. We are going to rebrand the NRM Youth League. We are going to build an avenue for employment opportunities using the BPOs, using the different mediums of technology. We are bringing ICT into this. We're bringing an application that wants to understand what each and every young person down does and how well we can relate to the different jobs all across the globe. We are not curtailing ourselves to the jobs within our regions, within our country, no. The tailor here in Uganda can do tailoring in Nigeria. The driver here in Uganda is not different from the driver in South Africa. So if there's a job opportunity out there, we are using ICT to tap into these job opportunities in line with the opportunities desk. And believe me not, the president keeps speaking about ICT and different programs to enhance and break the unemployment issue. We are addressing that. We're also going to firmly reinvigorate the skilling hubs. The young people with skills that come out from those skilling hubs should come and show off their skills to the world through a medium of ICT. Believe me, we are bringing a new discourse to the table. We are bringing new ideas, new energy, new power to the NRM Youth League. And that's why the young people voted for Team Tanga the morning of 27th.
All right.
Thank you.
Collins Tanga, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
For speaking to us. And well, we wish you all the best, definitely.
Asante.
Viewers, that is all the time we had. We've been speaking to Collins Tanga. He's the candidate for the position of chairperson of the NRM Youth League, of course, speaking to us about the decision of the NRM Elections Tribunal annulling his victory and calling for a fresh election plus his next move. I'm Daniel Kibet.